Campaign is reportedly $20 million in debt.
They raised $1 billion. $1 billion. You spent $1 billion plus to go into debt, to lose to Donald Trump, and now you're out there asking people for more money to pay off the debt.
$20 million or $18 million in debt.
Right.
It's incredible. And I raised millions of that. I have friends that I have to be accountable to and to explain what happened because I told them it was a margin of error race. I was promised, Jen O'Malley Dillon promised all of us that Harris would win. I feel like a lot of us were misled.
My point is they were telling us they were going to win when they knew they were going to lose. So at what point did they know they were inevitably going to lose and they still asked us for millions of dollars? That's what I mean by being misled.
Somebody made a lot of money on this Kamala campaign, like a lot. I don't know who, but I could tell you, being around campaigns a lot, $1 billion spent in 90 days and ending up in debt with very, very little to show for it, it's highly unusual.
Although Oprah says she wasn't paid a cent by Harris, the campaign did pay her company $1 million to produce Oprah's star-studded town hall. Well, isn't that paying? I've never heard of people getting paid for endorsements. Paid to perform, maybe, but usually they give it. But do you believe it?
It's not a matter of believing, it's literally in the report. She can deny it however much she wants to, but it says Harper Productions on the FEC report. I really don't know how you get around that. It's her company. And she may not have gotten paid personally, but it paid her company. So I think this is a matter of semantics. She got paid. Every day there seems to be another revelation. I didn't just work with ultra wealthy people, but like regular everyday Americans. And that's why I feel a grave sense of responsibility. I don't want to see their money going towards like $100,000 for a Call Her Daddy set. Again, this is very hard for me to say because these are my friends and Kamala Harris has always been good to me. This is hard for me to say.
You just said that this isn't easy for you, that you're talking about your friends. What do you say to those who are like, why is she saying all of this on Fox?
People are angry at me for going with Fox, but honestly, I don't have a really good explanation other than you always have been good to me. I've been going on your network since 2020. I don't want to name any names, but there are certain networks that if you don't go with their narrative, they're just not going to air that particular opinion. And I just don't think it's correct. I've always adhered to the party line. This is the first time I've broken. This is enough. This is just ridiculous. It's $1 billion.
And we knew that she was going to be in Texas. So I said, anytime, you pick a time, I will be here. I think they had requirements on things that she didn't want to talk about. She didn't want to talk about marijuana legalization, which I thought was hilarious.
Why?
Because of her prosecuting record. She put a lot of people in jail for weed. 1,500, apparently.
The party laying off long-term permanent staffers now with just 1 day's notice and no severance to pay.
And now we see basically massive layoffs. So people who were told that their jobs would be permanent regardless of the outcome of the campaign. So this is just startling and kind of undermines the principles and values that our party says that it espouses. And the campaign says it's not in debt. They said they weren't in debt on election day. They said nothing about being in debt subsequent to election day. So there are several months between Election Day and December when they need to file the report. So right now, the campaign is in dire straits.
So where did all the money go?
We're still looking for answers in terms of why our money was spent on private jets, ice cream, billionaire Oprah. It turns out the amount spent on Oprah's production company was $2.5 million.